Sophie's World is written by Josten Garder. This book is published in English and has sold over 40 million copies. The book is translated by Paulette Moller. Sophie's World is a fiction novel having a philosophical insight, ranging from Big Bang Theory to philosophers such as Aristotle, Socrates, Hume, and so on. This book is a good example of author's gift for communicating ideas. The main character is a 14-year-old Sophie Amundsen, a philosopher called Alberto, who is the backbone of this story, Held, who is a girl not much different from Sophie, and Held's father, who is working for UN in Lebanon, and his name is Albert, that much resembles Alberto, who plays the character of a philosopher, as I already told. And the side character include Joanna, who is Sophie's friend and also Sophie's mother. The story of this book revolves around a girl called Sophie who starts getting a letter from a UN worker in Lebanon who is sending these letters to his daughter Hel but is received by Sophie even though the address belongs to Sophie. So what's special with these letters is that these letters contain philosophy course which Hel's father is communicating to Sophie while referring to Held. With that Sophie is totally confused, but on the other hand she is really enjoying the philosophy course. This kept happening until Sophie came into contact with Alberto, who is the philosopher and whose name much resembles Albert, who is Hel's father. Sophie now started taking sessions of philosophy with him and they built up a good understanding with each other. Very soon they came to know that they don't cease to exist and but are projections of Albert's mind, who is controlling both of them through his writing of a novel to his daughter Held. Upon knowing this, they are the characters of a book called Sophie's World. Sophie and Alberto secretly plans to get rid of this thing and being controlled and tries to get into real world. What is more likable in this book is that the author maintains a rhythm of curiosity, for instance, getting to know who is the person who sent Sophie's letter, and the reader would feel indulged as the philosophical course takes place as a form of dialogue and letters as well. Is likable in this book is that unlike the previous version, the 20th anniversary edition contains unnecessary exceeding of philosophy topic, and apart from this sometimes the conversation taken between Alberto and Sophie is so heavy that reader is not able to recognize the source of the dialogue, and it also seems that Sophie's partake in the course is not indulgent because she seems to get over this and wanted Alberto to discuss things which contains garden, dolls, babies and all that at that does not at all link to the course itself and the part she is playing. That's the overall book review of Sophie's World. I hope you liked it. If you did, then like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more book reviews. Thank you.